Welcome to our next class, students. Now let's start with chapter number 19, that is mean and median. All of you are familiar with this chapter, but before that, let us revise the properties. You know that mean of any number is equal to any group of data that is equal to sum of the observations divided by total number of observations. Okay, so this is the formula of mean. Another way we can say that mean is equal to sum divided by number of observations. Now, properties of the mean. Let's see what are the properties of mean. Property number 1 is if the mean of n observations are given, then the sum of the deviations. So this I will prove. Clear? This is what deviation. This symbol stands for summation, means you have to add up. X means observation and x bar means mean. Meaning when you will subtract mean from each observation and after that if you will add, the sum will be equal to 0. We will do one question, then you will get to know. Then the next property is property 2. If each observation is increased by a quantity, if you increase each observation, then the mean will also be increased by the same quantity. Next property, if each observation is decreased by a quantity, in that case the resulting mean will also decrease by the same quantity. Property 4, if each observation is multiplied by the quantity, in that case mean is also multiplied with the same quantity. And if each observation is divided by the quantity, the mean will also be divided by the quantity. Now let's start with exercise. Question number 1. Find the mean of observations are given. This is very simple. I wrote the formula. Sum of observations divided by number of observation. These are the observations. Count how many are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this you will solve yourself. Second question. Find the mean of first 6 natural numbers. You know that natural number starts from 1. So these are 6 natural numbers. You can find mean by adding divide by number of terms. It is compulsory to mention formula, otherwise deduction of marks will be there. Third question, find the mean of first 10 odd natural numbers. So you can see children, these are the odd numbers. First 10 are there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know that odd numbers are not divisible by 2. So find mean of that. Fourth question, find mean of all the factors of 10. So what are the factors of 10? 1 is factor of all. 10 can be divided with 2, 5 also and 10 itself. Then you can find the mean. Fifth question, find the mean of these observations are given. See in your book, observations are given. Clear? Count how many are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total 5 observations. So I added up all, divide by number of observations. So when you will add, you will get this. 5 can be taken common. This will be your answer. Sixth question, if the different value of x are given, clear? Then in that case, find out the mean. First of all, we have to find mean. So children, these were the observations. You have to add all. So these total 10 were there. I added, clear? And the sum is 58 divided by 10. That will become 5.8. Now, find the value of, this we have done, this is deviation. I told you that deviation is always is equal to 0. We are going to prove now. Look children, here I am going to find x minus x bar. What is x? Observation. That is 9.8 minus, what is x bar? 5.8. I subtracted, answer is 4.0. Next observation 5.4 minus the mean is this. It will be negative because this is greater. Next is 3.7 minus 5.8, answer will be minus 2.1 and so on. You will add all the, you will find out all these deviations. See children, I found all. Then this symbol stands for summation. Summation means you have to add all these values which you are obtained. Now when you will add all these values, you can see their sum will be equal to 0. You can add positive numbers separately, negative separately and subtract it. Your answer will be 0. In that case, we proved first property that deviation of the mean is always is equal to 0. Seventh question, the mean of 15 observations. Total number of observations 15 is 32. They have given. First question, we'll find out the sum. So the sum is equal to 32 into 15, that is 480. This is what given to you. Now the question is, what will be the new mean if each observation is increased by 3. If each observation is increased by 3. See children, this was the original mean. Now each observation, if you increase by 3, total number of observation, how many were there? 15. So what is the increment? 3 multiplied by 15, 45, divide by 15 is same. Number of observations will be same because we just increased the observation. We have added 3 in each observation. So you can see what is the answer here? 35. See children, property is applicable or not? Earlier what was the mean? 32. Now what is the mean? 35. We increased each observation by 3. So the new mean is also increased by 3. Second part, if each observation is decreased by 7. This was the original mean. Decreased means minus. What we have decreased? 7 from each observation. So total 15 were there. So what is the decrement? 15 into 7. When you will decrease it, you can see the new mean will be 25. So children, you can see earlier the mean was 32. Now it is 25. So mean is also decreased by 7. So next property also we proved. Third property, if the each observation is multiplied by 2, now directly I wrote. Earlier what was the mean? 32. What will be the new mean? 32 multiplied by 2. Fourth part, increase divided by 0.5. If each observation is divided by 0.5, then what will be the new mean? Original mean divided by 0.5. This will be your answer. Fifth part, if increased by 60%, original mean was 32 plus increased means plus 60% of 32, you can solve and find out the answer. So same way you can do sixth part also. Question number 8, the mean of 5 numbers. This is the formula, means number of observations 5 is 18. Can we find out sum of these 5 numbers? That is equal to 18 into 5, 90. Now in the second case, if one number is excluded means you have to take it out. So if you will take out number of observations, how many are left over here? 4. In that case, the new mean is 16. Can we find here the sum of 16 numbers? That is 64. When 5 numbers were there, sum was 90. When 4 are there, sum is 64. So what will be the excluded number? 90 minus 64, 26. Ninth question, if the mean of observations is 11, mean is 11, these are the observations and total 5 observations are there. Very simple children, cross multiply and you can find the value of x. Second part, find the mean of first 3 observations. These were 3 observations, x value you are having, put it here. You will get 7, 9 and 11. So you can find mean of these 3 observations. 10th question, the mean of 100 observations. Total observations 100 are there, mean is 40. So what we can find out, sum of 100 observation, that is 4000. So what happened in this case, it is found that the observation 53 was misread as 83. In this observation, 100 observation, there was an observation 53 which by mistake what value is taken? 83. Now we have to find correct mean. That means this is incorrect mean. We have to find correct mean. So the correct sum will, first of all we'll find out. This is incorrect sum. 4000. What was the wrong value we have taken? 83. Subtracted. And what is the correct value? Add it. Clear? That means the correct sum is this. So the correct mean will be correct sum divided by the number of observations. This is your answer. Question number 11. The mean of 200 observations, 50, it is given. Clear? Again the same kind of question. Misreading we have done over here. So let's find out incorrect sum. When you will multiply, this is the incorrect sum. So what happened? Later on it was discovered that 2 items were misread as 92 and 8. So okay, so these are the wrong observations. The wrong observations we have to subtract, minus 92 and minus 8. What were the correct values? 192 and 88. So correct values we have to add. When you will solve, this will be the correct sum. So what will be the correct mean? Correct sum divided by the number of observations. You can find it. 12th question. The mean of 75 numbers. Find the mean of 75 numbers. Total number 75. If mean of 45 of them is 18 and the mean of remaining, that means there are 2 cases. Out of 75, mean of 45 observations is 18. So can I find out sum of 45 observation? That is 810. Remaining, how many are left? Out of 75, 45 are taken over here. So remaining 30. Of remaining, the mean is 13. What will be the sum of 30 observations? That 390. So the total sum is 810. We are asked to find out the mean of total 75 observations. That will be 810 plus 390. This is the sum of 75 observations. What will be the mean? Sum divided by number of observations. 16 answer. 13th question. The mean weight of 120 students. Children, 120 students are there. Their mean is given. So we can find sum of 120 students by multiplying it. This is the value. Clear? This is mean weight of 120 students. Now what is given? If the mean weight of 50 students out of 120, mean of 50 students are given. So can we find sum of the weight of 50 students? Multiply it. This will be the answer. So what will be the weight of remaining? Remaining, how we'll find out? Total minus weight of 50 students we subtracted. Then mean is equal to the value divide by how many students are there remaining. How many are there? Out of 120, 50 were taken. So 120 minus 50 is 70 students. So mean of remaining students is 54 kg. The mean marks out of 100 of boys and girls in an exam are 70 and 73. Respectively, if the mean mark of all the students in the examination, mean of all the students is 71, find the ratio of number of boys to girls. We don't have number of boys, we don't have number of girls. So let the number of boys be x, number of girls y. Now you are given the mean of boys is given 70. So can we find sum of the boys is equal to 70x. Sum of the marks of obtained by boys is 70x. In the same way, the sum of the marks obtained by girls 73y. Now children, the total mean is given 71 is equal to sum of all the students. Sum of all the students means sum of the marks obtained by all the students. In case of total, what are the total number of students? X plus y. So it is 71. Take it this side, x plus y. Now how to find sum of all the students? Very simple. Students includes boys and girls. That means if we add 70x and 73y, that will be sum of the marks by all the students. This will frame an equation. Clear? When you will collect x one side, y another side, take it this side, y you can take over here because we are asked to find ratio. So x ratio y is equal to 2 ratio 1. Then question number 16. In a series of the test, A appeared for 8 tests. There is a person A appeared for 8 tests. Clear? So total number of tests 8 are there. Sum of the marks in 8 tests, average is given. So sum of the marks of 8 tests we can find out 200. He obtained 200 marks in 8 tests. Now out of 8, in 7 tests marks obtained are given. Clear? Find out the sum. These are the marks obtained in 7 tests and you are asked to find out the marks obtained in 8th test only. Very simple. In all the test marks obtained are given. In 7 test marks obtained are given. So what are the score? In 8th test 200, meaning 8 test minus 7 test, that is equal to 27. Thank you.